So after clapping cheeks and ranked with my boy E.T., I started to realise that there's only so much toxicity one person can take until they succumb to the negative energies and become the very thing they swore to destroy. I too was becoming frustrated, angry, impatient. My own mother asked if I wanted salad with my burger, and I called her names like son of whore and useless dog. I was toxic, but I wanted to change. I needed to change, and there was only one way to cure my toxicity: to go back to my roots and play casual Dota once again, unranked, all pick, meme builds only. But I couldn't just pick any hero. No, that could be dangerous. Fatal perhaps. In fact, I needed a hero just as toxic, carefully mixed with a meme build in order to edge me back into the light. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Support Troll.
Took you long enough. Guttural spray.
Boom, bam, pow.
Now that's a lot of damage. How about a little more?
Now that's amazing.
Enemy spotted. Faster. Nope.
Yeah, boy.
I knew I should have gone to bed instead.
Okay, so, Support Troll. Surprisingly, I've seen this question floating around Reddit for a few years. There was one dude that gave a pretty detailed guide on it some years back, and since then I've always actually wanted to try it. And now I have. And it sucks. Okay, I think sucks is a bit harsh. I think that belongs to Support Punch, since that build is hot doo-doo, holy shit. Support Troll, on the other hand, actually has a few points that make it viable. Well, viable, which is a questionable word. But let's run through these pointers first of all. First off, he's got fantastic lane presence. Like, I mean, if he tries against Divines or Mortals, you'll probably get your shit kicked in. But I've run about 10 to 15 games as position 4 and 5, and I've yet to lose a lane. Think about it, all this stuff just wraps up nicely into basically just another ogre. At the start of the game, I start with a bunch of regen, 2 sets of tangos, and a salve and an orb of venom. There is no mana regen in there. Why? Because his shit don't cost diddly squat. 50 mana on either whirling axes, you ferry a clarity or 2 mangoes over it, and boom, full mana, and you can get 6 to 7 spell usages out of it also. Berserker's Rage gives you, alongside your base armor, 8 armor that lets you outtrade a plethora of heroes, and you also gain the innate damage block because you're melee. And oh, what's that? People are crying about Kotal's blind being too strong in lane. Well, check this dude out. Alongside his dummy Berserker Rage, melee whirling axes gives a 60% blind for 5 seconds. Yeah, it doesn't push back, but it's a 3 times cheaper on a 9-second cooldown. And same goes for range whirling axes, 75 base damage or a 40% slow for 2.5 seconds, level 1, which reaches 4 seconds at last level. If that ain't a kill hero, I don't know what is. So let's take the top 2 supports in the game right now and just fucking mash them together into one, and pow! You got yourself Troll Warlord, baby.
It's got a little wiggly beard.
Your turn to pick.
Look at a little wiggly beard.
A common problem within pubs is initiation. No one talks about it, but it's important. You want to get the first hit on the enemy, you want to make him react and stop whatever they're doing. And it happens so many times that you got your support and your carry who can't go first, otherwise they'll die. Your mid is like a quap, it's like 25 minutes. She's got like an orchid and a blade mail, so she's squishy, so she don't want to go in. And then it falls on your off lane to do the initiation. But wait, you've got a fucking Wind Ranger with a stupid Maelstrom which does nothing for the team. No survivability, no auras, she just runs in and she dies like everybody else, and so your team has no initiation. Someone eventually gets jumped and now you're fighting 4v5 because you can't get the jump on anyone. Troll Warlord, people, is a support hero that can initiate a fight with literally no items and still provide at least 6 seconds of survivability, and they're gonna throw spells and stuns and shit. You could no one's be calling one of Troll's dirty nets. It probably smells like poo or something. Stinky!
Use on allies? What the fuck? This is amazing.
What's amazing?
I could fucking use my ult on allies. I thought it was just enemies. I thought it was just a taunt.
You are something.
And the final point of interest is his aghanims. Wait, he's got aghanims? So what is it? It changes its ultimate so that you can use it on allies and also enemies for half the duration. It also drops the cooldown from 90 seconds to 35 seconds, which means that you can basically use it to farm, take objectives, or even literally just run somewhere faster and still have it up ready for the fight. However, it's not that great. It's basically like a coke-infused shallow grave, and it's great on heroes who like the speed, such as Sven, Tiny, and Faceless. But the problem with the ult is that once you aggro onto somebody, you can't actually use spells or items, so it's actually really stressful to use, since you could easily throw your ult on your carry, and then they just kind of get kited behind the tier 4 towers and they just die. Also, fucking 500 cast range.
Bruh.
Weaver's is 1000 cast range, and it's actually a really good aghanims. And not just that, but for some reason, if you cast your ult on somebody outside the cast range, Troll just fucking stands there with his dick in his hand, unlike every other ability in the game where you actually physically move to the target if you're outside the cast range. I don't know, it's a cool axe, and you can use it in a multitude of ways, but it's kind of a hit or miss, that's for sure. He's actually a pretty cool support. He thrives off of momentum, since he's a decent aura carrier with Vlads and drums, and then if you fall behind he can actually farm relatively fast, especially after level 15 with the axe's damage increase. All in all, even though it kinda sucks, it's actually a lot of fun just running at people at all stages of the game and just watching them visually try to calculate what the fuck is going on. And, hold the fucking phone, did I just have fun in Dota? I can't believe it worked. I feel like a new man, ready to take on the toxic horrors of Ranked. In fact, I think I'll play some right now.
Killing spree. Onage.
Alright, fuck this game.